So now let's take it a step further. How specifically could you use text to image for student assignments? I think that there's a great connection to individual writing. So our students write all of these really creative, original ideas. But when it comes to illustrate some of those ideas, it may be challenging to find photos that do it justice. So this is a story about a young girl who wakes up in Washington, D.C., and sees ivy covered all around the Washington Monument. That's going to be a hard photo to find on the internet. It's going to be a challenging photo for this student to be able to recreate with a drawing if they don't have that artistic ability. And if I search the Canva Elements library, it's probably not going to be there. So what I like about text to image is I can use text to image to find an appropriate illustration for their writing. So here you can see my prompt was the Washington Monument covered in ivy. Text to image was able to create a great photo of our monument covered in lots of different layers of ivy. You can see the one that I selected and some of the other suggestions to the left. Now, further in that story, this young girl takes out a pair of scissors and actually tries to cut the ivy off herself. This shows you some of the limitations that the technology currently has. Now, if you look to the left, there are the 4 images that were generated. I do kind of like that one on the top right. I think that might work for this story. But you can see the one next to it, for some reason, the girl's face is just in the right-hand corner. I'm not really sure why. And she doesn't have scissors. She has like some kind of long blade. If you look all the way to the right, where my photo has been enlarged, there's that young girl, but there's some sort of really strange blur over her face. She's not using a pair of scissors. It looks like she has some kind of blade in for some reason. There is a green scarf or green material wrapped around her arm. So sometimes you do get some very interesting results, but fortunately, you can generate this multiple times until you find something that you want. So that is Canva's text to image. I think it's a great way for you and for students to begin using AI and begin to discuss some of the features associated with it.